Chapter 8. Back to Zero. A computer announcement blared. Stand by for truth. The doomsday clock is currently set at midnight. Victory through our leader. Hail Alpha Party. I woke on a cot beneath canvas. Somewhere outside, gears turned, boots stamped, and voices shouted in the murk, a base. Some kind of rebel outpost. I didn't move. Didn't breathe too loud. Just listened. They want to negotiate a DMZ at the border, said a grizzled voice. Anti-tank mines, claymores, and mortars will force us to think twice before a full assault on the city. Fine. Keep the talks going, said another, calmer, sharper. We're taking the city tonight, during the rally. We just need a path in. That's what I hope our guest can give us. Another man, bitter and loud, cut in. An embarrassment for the collective. 3 years into a war with a rebel militia, and they still don't have air superiority. Alpha military, my ass. Their conventional forces had better show more spine, someone muttered. I appreciate everyone's thoughts, said the calm voice, probably the leader. We'll make an announcement about our movement soon. Get everyone ready. Sir. Chairs scraped, boots clattered, then silence, except for one voice. Quiet now. Direct. Hello, brother. A pause. You're alive, you're very lucky. A hand reached down, warm and calloused. I'm Cade. I saved your ass. I opened my eyes and dropped the act. I suppose... Thanks, brother Cade. You suppose? He smirked. I could have let you go. Most of the movement wanted me to. Your reputation precedes you. He leaned in. But I could use you, if you'll accept. Why would I do that? I spat. We should be enemies. The SI and the TBR? Oil and fire. Cade shrugged. Maybe I thought, just maybe, if this man could feel even a little compassion, he'd want to repent. Do something good for once. Compassion? I laughed bitterly. Compassion is a useless, illegal emotion. He didn't flinch. I think some people got it in their heads that compassion ever existed in the system, and now they're just dismayed to discover it was never real. They mistake that for a decline in compassion. But that's the lie. It was never universal to begin with. Compassion is personal, not systemic. You can support the system and lack humanity, or hate the system and still show love. Worshipping structure while ignoring empathy? That's not just dangerous, it's anti-human. I stared at him, unimpressed. This subject's been beaten to death. Cade's face hardened. Unfortunately, we're still dealing with the untouchables. Their priorities are clear. Career first, people last. I said nothing. He held up the manuscript. Where the last windmill stopped. A relic. A crime. A prophecy, as the archive says. He said solemnly. It's time for revolution. There was a silence between us then. I'll help you, I said finally. Cade smiled. The leader is a total failure, he said. Not just to the state, but to humanity. He's sold justice for money, truth for narrative. His greed is the only consistent law he's ever obeyed. He stepped outside to an army, all glory and worship. This is what you get. Cade spat from atop the rusted vehicle, rifle slung across his chest. When a frail, vindictive, power-hungry felon is elected by a frightened, stupid sliver of the populace. A fraud. A revenge-drunk dictator playing leader of the collective. He raised a clenched fist. Pray that the daily damage he's inflicted can still be undone. And when he dies, let his term die with him. Mercifully. Cheers erupted. Fists pumped in rhythm. The crowd was ready, Cade chambered around, and the final movement began. Stage 1, chaos. We triggered a skirmish at the city's perimeter. Loud, obvious, loud enough to draw out the guards. While the outer battle raged, sleeper cells hidden within the city, workers, rebels, dissidents, rose like fire from coals. Stage 2, descent. Through the sewers, close to the drink, where me and the boys used to mob. It was always wet down there. Rusted metal, reeking moss, and the ghost of my old upbringing. I followed that ghost. It led us under Thomas More Square. We emerged in the middle of a loyalist rally, a fever-drenched crowd screaming praise for the leader. We slipped through their delirium like shadows. Untouchables and party officials stood high above, watching the crowd from the marble balcony of the Capitol. I heard their voices like echoes from another world. Their chants sickened me. Victory, unity, strength. I saw the dumb, slavish eyes of men who called themselves patriots, sweating in their plastic masks and waving flags like children, beta males and swooning women, cult junkies. And somewhere in that madness, I saw myself. Stage 3, breach. I raced forward and opened fire, round after round into the purple-clad guards. The crowd scattered in screams. Some guards dropped their weapons, others wept. "Gather your courage," I told them, then picked up a submachine gun and turned it on the Capitol steps. I felt the old anger rise, the hunger. The machine in my hands became my answer to everything I couldn't say. This wasn't liberation. This was reversion, a reset to default. Most of the people wanted their hysteria. The rest were too afraid to see the foundations of their world cracking. We breached the great bronze doors. Inside, we found the untouchables. Some begged, some laughed, some swallowed poison rather than be caught alive. I killed one who said nothing. I don't know if he was even armed. It was sweet for a moment, but then I saw my reflection in his blood. The Alpha Party's final guard battalion stormed in, and much of the TBR was wiped out in the chaos. But I kept running, down marbled halls until I reached the door I had always feared. Room 01. I opened it. Inside, nothing. No officers, no leader, just a chair and a corpse, a fine suit, a knife in the back, bones. I stood there, stunned. Was this it? Was the leader even real? Or had he died long ago? Then it hit me. It didn't matter. It never had. The revolution was over. No one won. No one ever would. Outside, I could hear the waves crashing beyond the edge of the city. And that's when the two agents burst through the door. I don't remember if I moved, but I know I killed them. Mandy. Her name surfaced like a drowning breath. Mandy. I staggered outside, half blind, bleeding from everywhere, and saw it. A boat. Moored just below the stone steps, rocking gently in the tide. Escape. I limped toward it. I was so close. That's when it bit me. From behind. Through my back. Out my chest. "Hello, ground. How I've missed you so." I collapsed, eyes open, and saw the red river stretch out before me in black and gray. Beautiful. Because it was forever. I couldn't stop. I wouldn't stop. But I was done fighting my brothers. I ran into the tide, leapt into its arms. My hands were filthy. The blood wouldn't wash out, not even in the sea. But as the waves took me, something within me was unmade. Anger, anxiety, pleasure, fear, they died, one by one. In the final silence, I lay down my armor. Let the current take me. Let the machine rust. Has our pursuit of greatness left us disappointed? Has our quest for truth left us deaf?